Silence. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckettes. This is your host, Young Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
And today we got a special guest.
No Cutt the Pimp.
How your week going, No Cutt the Pimp?
Oh, it's going good, man. I'm out here with family and everything, you know what I'm saying? Just visiting, having a vacation time, and interested in dropping some game on the mic.
Oh, okay, that's a beautiful thing. Go ahead, tell the people a little bit more about yourself.
Veteran P in the game, you know what I'm saying? Close to 20 years right now, and just want to just elaborate on how things were and how things are right now. The big change that then came about the game, and the downfall it's taken.
Man, real life. Because I'm like, shit, I pretty much got up on the game as far as the P game, watching American Pimp. About year 2000 it came out? 99 or 2000?
99.
Okay, 99. Yeah, I was about like 17 years old, 11th grade in high school watching that shit. Just basically fell in love with the shit. A lot of the basis for this show, Too Much Game, is game that I learned watching that movie and just other shit of living life in general and applying a lot of the principles of the pimp game to everyday life and shit. Mm-hmm. So, you know, a lot of, if you got game as far as the pimping game, can be transferred into the square game, whether it's getting at bitches or just life in general. You know, following the rules of the game that's put in front of you. You know, so like, tell us a little bit about basically the difference between the game back then, because I feel like a lot of the game that was in the movie American Pimp was the true stomp down real life rules of the pimping game from when it started to nowadays. It seemed real watered down.
Well, off top, a lot of the rules that we abided by back then, they don't apply any longer. So when we had a lot of respect for the game, we honored the game, we loved the game. I don't even think you hear guys talking about the game anymore like they used to. A lot of the sayings and the lingo that we use, we don't even hear that no more. So you got to be a certain age or a certain caliber of pimp to even say any of that type of stuff, have those kind of conversations. It don't even apply anymore. Guys have been in the rules, messing with minors, doing a lot of underhanded stuff, slashed up. It's a lot of stuff that we frowned down upon back then that people are doing today, and it's acceptable.
Yeah, like niggas basically like giving the game a black eye.
Yep, and then all in all, it ain't even game anymore. It don't even, you used to have a mouthpiece. You have to have a mind. You have to be able to say something to a female that meant something substantial, but they don't even use that no more. It's just like kind of, I don't know. It's just basically dudes panhandlers right now.
Yeah,
they
asking for it.
They just asking for
and
it.
I hear a lot of that.
Ain't nothing wrong with asking for it, but you want to put something in front of it for her to hand it over.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want to have to ask you for the money. You should want to pay me.
Right.
I should be on my shit so much to where it should be a blessing to pay me.
Absolutely.
Like you should feel honored to pay a nigga like me. Yeah. But nowadays it seems like these motherfuckers is on some gorilla bullshit. Yeah. Like motherfuckers almost trying to force you.
Strong arm robbery.
Exactly. Strong arm robbery on some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to making yourself choosable.
Yeah, man.
Because, a lot of what I do on this show is basically trying to teach motherfuckers to put themselves in a position to be chosen. Mm-hmm. Like, like at the end of the show, I basically say, I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Because once you get better, just as a man in general, bitches gonna want to be with you
anyway.
So
right.
I ain't even got to tell you no fucking pickup lines. I'm making you the type of nigga that you ain't even got to really say shit to a motherfucker, and they gonna want to bring themselves to you.
Yeah.
they gonna want to come talk to you like, damn, nigga, that nigga on his shit. Nigga, that nigga, you know, I can hear the way that nigga talking. He seemed like the type of motherfucker who I want to be with.
Right. The walk and the talk, the look and the hook, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, you got your jewelry and your motherfucking toolery. Like, you all the way on
shit,
game.
It's going down.
You know, and I look at the pimp game being watered down a lot like a lot of games that's being watered down, just like rap right now. You know, back in the day in rap, you had to be a talented motherfucker to become a rapper.
I just said the other day, I said it don't require talent no more.
Yeah, like you had to be marketable. You had to have skill. You had to have a certain amount of cachet in the game for a record label to even come try to fuck with you. A lot of motherfuckers to listen to your music, you had to be a certain type of motherfucker. Like, a lot of times rappers had to be the type of nigga who you wanted to be when you grew up. Like, you had to have a certain look, a certain way about yourself. You know, you had to have a certain story about yourself. You had to have the right cosign, and you had to be vouched for by the right motherfuckers.
But
and
see, not mean to cut you off, but when you said about the rap thing and the pimp thing, back in the days, the rappers idolized the pimp.
Yeah.
Today, pimps idolize rappers.
Yeah.
They want to look and act like a rapper when that's what the rappers want to do for the pimp.
Yeah.
They want to rap about pimping, but wasn't really pimps.
Yeah, studio pimp.
Right. Now you see niggas talking about they pimping, but they want to go in the studio and be rappers and not necessarily rap about pimping.
Yeah, exactly.
They just want to be, you know, on some rap shit.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing right now. So it done flipped around, man. It's all bad.
Yeah, and see, a lot of the times when I see the pimps that want to be rappers, but they rapping about everything but pimping, it shows me that the reason that they not rapping about pimping is because they ain't got no game.
No game.
They don't got no pimp shit to even be rapping about because they gang goofy. So for you to come in and try to rap about pimping and your game is weak, you gonna be rapping about some bullshit. And any motherfucker who really listening to it, as far as especially a motherfucker who got game, other pimps gonna hear the bullshit in your game.
Right.
So they don't even want to go ahead and put that on Front Street because they know they lacking. Nigga, you can't come in the studio rapping about being a motherfucking chili pimp.
No, they ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, like you ain't finna go in that motherfucker and say I got one bitch and I'm in love with her.
No.
You know,
which they really should, because that's the truth.
Yeah.
And they probably have a more passionate rap about it because that's what they live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like Shantae said, if everything about you ain't about pimping, you ain't gonna be a pimp.
Yeah. You either 100% or you zero.
Or you zero. And it's so easy to fall from one number to the next.
Man, like a motherfucker.
Because you gotta put into it what you want to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what people ain't doing no more.
Yeah.
They really want to be, they real passionate music, or because since rap is a big thing now, they want to be rappers. But, and I'm not talking about none of my pimp rapper associates.
Yeah.
That's popping game and got a bitch down. I'm not talking about them. Don't get that twisted up.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say, like, I done seen Young out there.
Young,
for real.
Silky Slim, Doja the Don, Rollo the Pimp, Sugar Free, my boy out the Bay Boys, shout out to them. My boy Nasty Nate, they popping, pimping, and they setting something down. So now I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the dude that his only thing is to do is he really want to rap.
Yeah, niggas is hobbyists.
Right.
You can't pimp on the side. Like, you know,
it got to be a forefront thing.
Exactly.
Because the guys that pimp on the side, they're the ones that get that a lot of time, you know.
Yeah.
They get caught up because they wasn't putting their whole heart and soul into the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is a lifestyle. This ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because, you know, like I tell my wife, like, just when it come to life in general, I only got two speeds, full and none. If I ain't 100% with everything that I'm doing, I'm not doing this shit. I don't halfway do nothing. Just like if you a pimp, you can't be a fucking pimp and this.
No, yeah.
You either a pimp or you're not a pimp.
Up, right.
You know, you either a pimp or you just a nigga that's fucking with a bitch.
Right.
Even if the bitch is paying you, nigga. I tell niggas, I'm like, nigga, you ain't a pimp. Just like I tell niggas, you not gangster. You know, I look at pimps and gangsters like the same way. Like, just because you a gangbanger don't mean you a gangster. Gangsters, there's a rule to being a gangster. Ain't really a whole lot of rules to being a gangbanger. Just fly your flag, you run into your enemy, you shoot them. That's being a gangbanger. But when you a motherfucking gangster, you shut the fuck up. You could be a gangbanger and a snitch. And you know that firsthand. We all know niggas who still hanging out in the hood and they a whole ass rat. And
right.
I think,
especially in today's time,
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of games in general, the street game completely is watered down.
Oh, yeah.
Not just pimping, gang banging,
everything.
Just
and me personally, I never thought pimping would be affected by the change in the world and everything with the social media and all that, but it did. It suffered as well as everything else did.
Yeah.
From the rap music to the gangbanging to the drug and everything. It's just this digital world. It changed everything. And pimping was the last thing. I call it the new crack. I call pimping the new crack because everybody who would have been selling dope before got a bitch now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the pimps are influenced by the rappers, and the bitches are influenced by the social media females.
Yeah,
from the
shit.
Kim
A lot of
Kardashian,
times the
Nicki
female
Minaj
rappers.
Shit. Yeah, mainly. Yeah, Nicki Minaj
like,
and shit. And, that's who they projection is. So it ain't even revolved around the game anymore.
Yeah, it is like I feel like music is like the new crack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like pimping is the new crack game, but music is the new crack. Because I remember in the movie how they was talking about drugs fucked the game up. A lot of pimps got on dope and it fucked their whole shit up. Like in the 80s when the shit got fucked up.
Yeah, because the niggas was dope fiends.
Exactly. When niggas start, getting all fucked up.
It clouded up their instructions on the bitch.
Exactly.
They couldn't really pimp no more cleanly because they was cloudy. Cloudy
Exactly.
thoughts and stuff, and it fell over into the bitches.
Yeah.
Programming.
Yeah, and that shit, bullshit rolled downhill. And it fucked the whole game up. And like I said, I study the pimp game because a lot of the pimp game is basically based on following the rules. If you stick to the code, you'll do well in the game.
Yeah.
Just like anything. But a lot of motherfuckers in the pimp game, they felt like rules were made to be broken. So once they stopped following the rules, it fucked the whole game.
Yeah, they want to be in it but not be right by it.
Exactly.
They just want to just be in it and do what they want to do. But they suffer too, because we always got that saying, the game will spank you.
Yeah.
So you do wrong by the game is gonna get you. It's gonna catch up to you. You're gonna get spanked by the game. You don't get away with it. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and it's it's like me watching the shit, because I came up in the 80s. So like a lot of the motherfuckers around me, like the dudes who I knew was pimps, it wasn't like I was speaking to them in general, but just watching the way that they got down, watching the way that women looked at them. Was like, God damn, nigga, that's what I want to do when I grow up. Because them motherfuckers was on. Like, the pimps was the motherfuckers having sometimes more money than the dope dealers. And this was in the kingpin era. Like, these motherfuckers pulling up, these niggas got whatever car you think is dope, that's what they got. And I'm like, God damn, what the fuck this nigga do?
Right.
Oh, that nigga's a pimp. And, a lot of motherfuckers, as far as from the outside looking in, like the media and all this shit, they got a negative view of pimps because they don't understand the game.
Right.
So they thinking that pimps is really just out here beating up bitches, running bitches down, and doing all this stupid ass shit.
Yeah, a lot of foul shit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, nigga, all the pimps that I knew, nigga, the bitches was following them, nigga. They wasn't never chasing the bitch. Bitches was chasing them.
Yeah. Bitch give you some money when you wasn't even asking for it.
Exactly. Like getting the motherfucking shoes and feet. Like that term
that's
in
itself.
itself.
You don't hear that no more.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean about the game being watered down. Like a lot of the shit that I heard growing up about pimps, it's like, damn, nigga, the new niggas who I know who pimping, they don't even know what the fuck a lot of this shit is. Like, these niggas don't know nothing about a fucking shoes and feet. Like, these niggas just...
I talked to a youngster, man. He was 23 years old, and I said, he was trying to, pimp whatever. And I said, what you do? You got it on automatic? And he said, what is that? I said, automatic mean she's over there working and you over here working, or you out doing something that don't consist of being like watching over the bitch. That's automatic. She's getting your money without you having to be over. That's automatic. So they don't even know the lingo no more. You can't even talk to these new dudes because they don't know what the fuck that means.
Exactly.
She on automatic. What's automatic?
Yeah, and a lot of motherfuckers, just as far as like, when it comes to game being watered down, a lot of young motherfuckers don't want to listen to older motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, old heads.
Yeah, like niggas look at it as like almost a slight to them if they up under somebody, which is from the beginning of time, sitting up under a motherfucker that got more knowledge to you or knowledge than you is something that's gonna help you do better. It's pushing you forward. You standing on their shoulders to go farther than they went. Right. But if you feel like you gonna start the motherfucker from scratch, you reinventing the wheel. You slowing yourself down.
You're right.
So when I look at a lot of this shit, I'm like, God damn, like, nigga, if I'd have went into the game, I'd have went into the shit completely different than a lot of these motherfuckers going into it.
Yeah,
because I believe in
when I
structure.
first entered the game, I'm looking for some veterans.
Exactly.
Somebody that got some game that been around, so I could at least look at them and get something from it if they don't profess it out their mouth.
Yeah.
But right now, their whole thing today is I want to outdo the veterans or the forefathers of the game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to learn from the thing. They don't honor it. Old heads, I'd never be like this. I'd never do like that. Well, why don't you see why he like that? Why don't you see why, what you could do to better yourself to not be like that?
Yeah.
They don't want to take that time out.
Yeah.
Really, it's like a blind leading the blind thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's on the same page as far as the youngsters are concerned, But you could knock them, but they are here. Some of them do want knowledge and wisdom from veterans. You know what I'm saying? Because veterans have been through it and been through all of it, and they can tell you how to get through it.
Yeah.
Or they could hang with a peer of theirs, and then they both could try to figure it out together.
Yeah.
But
and that's the blind leading the
blind.
blind.
Leading the blind. Yeah, that's it.
Brandon Lawrence said, "Can the game just change? As far as just the pimp game, just change? Like,
well, that's what it did.
It just changed for the worse.
It changed. It changed.
Yeah.
It's changed.
Yeah. No, a lot of the shit I look at it's changing for the worse.
It is.
Like, nigga, the pimps ain't got no motherfucking game. These bitches ain't got no game. It's just all fucked up.
Man, pimps used to be intellectual. Use your mind. You could think yourself out of any situation. Now, this shit is ridiculous, man.
Niggas gang banging idiots.
Gang banging, drugs. They want to be lean. And they seem like they try to get further away from what makes sense.
Yeah.
They want to be in the clouds. They want to put everything in their body and put the bitch on it too. And that's what everybody's going for.
Yeah. And you can't be pimping with your mind cloudy.
You can't.
Yeah.
First of all, you got somebody's life in your hands.
Exactly.
Your decisions are their destiny.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of dudes even think like that.
Yeah. And I look at it, like driving, like you said, you got a motherfucker life in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You get a DUI, I look at it as a PUI.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you pimping under the influence. What the fuck is you doing?
I like that. I never heard that. Yeah. PUI, huh?
Yeah, nigga, like you can't be a pimp on dope, just like you don't want your bitch on dope.
On dope, right.
Like, if you got this standard for your bitch, why is you not abide by the same laws?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, how the fuck you gonna lead by example, and the example you lead is fucked up?
You.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nigga, she look at you for leadership. So if you fucked up,
guidance, leadership, yeah.
nigga, she gonna be fucked up.
Fucked up, absolutely.
So it's like, nigga, if you not a certain type of motherfucker that's going against the laws, why the fuck would she follow the law if you breaking it?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you said about the whole social media generation. I'm looking at the pretty hoe and the fine hoe.
Mm-hmm.
These bitches is renegades. And they just wilding the fuck out doing all type of stupid shit. You can tell they ain't under no instruction.
Yeah,
and then it's like young bitches in the game, they want to grow up and be like these bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And they all fucked up in the game, shooting at motherfuckers, doing dumb shit all on social media, showing the fuck out, showing the tricks and all that bullshit.
All them felonies don't even abide by the whole rule. Hoeing is a misdemeanor. When you start doing all that type of shit, shooting and all this type of stuff out in traffic, that don't have nothing to do with money. That had nothing to do with getting money.
Exactly.
You don't went outside of what your description is. And that's to get money. Fighting and shooting, that ain't what it is, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
even tatting your face up, bitch. How you going? You can't be running tattoos all around your face and everything. I see a problem with that. I know you want to lose the end of the deal.
Yeah, and I heard that, like with the whole pimp game being watered down, I heard bitches saying that they pimp want them to get that. Bitch got a whole pimp name on her shit. And I'm like, nigga, what about when a nigga come try to knock you and you got this whole nother nigga name on you? Branded.
You branded.
Like, nigga, that's damaged goods, bitch. I don't even
logically
want you.
Speaking, that tattoo don't mean more money. I'm trying to get more money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bitch, you damaged goods.
You damaged goods.
Yeah. Like, this bitch a salvage title. Get the fuck out of my face.
15 years ago, I know a dude that every bitch he just got, he put his name on him. Me particularly, I don't want no punk bitch to have my name on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
you
saying.
You a faggot bitch. I don't want you representing me and you a misguided bitch and you out here with some foul shit going on. I don't want that on you, my name. I don't want that.
Yeah, like, bitch, you got a crack windshield.
Right.
So you a salvage title. That's what I look at it as. Like, bitch, you fucked up. I'm good.
Yeah, you salvage.
Yeah, it's like a motherfucking it's like a lean bottle with the fucking cap missing or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm good. You can go ahead and move on with that shit because you slow motion. I'm good. I'd rather give me a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, money. Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing. Like, I be seeing pimps just whatever bitch come. Because I remember, a pimp told me, like, nigga,
you gotta be selective.
Yeah, like I'm beyond I'm beyond a bitch choosing me. I choose the bitch.
Right.
You know,
you can't take every bitch coming up.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I be seeing motherfuckers just whatever little raggedy toe up bitch. Like, damn, nigga, these the type of bitches that you know. Oh man, all these bitches getting money, and I'm like, nigga, I look at you like the niggas in the square game that say, oh, all pussy is good or whatever the fuck that bullshit is. Like, oh, they all look the same in the dark, and I'm like, no fucking way, my nigga. Like, you ain't got no type of
standard.
Yeah, like you ain't got no type of nothing about the way you doing your shit. Like, nigga, I'm cool. Like,
free for all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't do that Royal Rumble shit. Like, it's a certain type of motherfucker who got to be fucking with me. Like, I tell bitches all the time, like, it's a compliment to fuck with a nigga like me.
You gotta meet the criteria.
Exactly. Like, nigga, you gotta fill out a motherfucking application. Nigga, I need a resume. I need 3 motherfucking references and all that type of shit. Like,
they don't even do that no more.
Yeah.
They used to get a reference from another pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this bitch Woody Woo. She said she fuck with you. Tell me about the bitch. Remember on American Pimp?
Exactly.
Pimp said that shit. I tell you her rights and wrongs. And if you want to fuck with her, you do. You don't. Man, let me tell you something. I used to fire bitches. And some motherfuckers find that shit absurd. How you fire a bitch and you trying to get money out? Look, you didn't fit in my program. Yeah. I'm not finna deal with you. I don't have to deal with you.
Yeah.
I'm helping you, bitch. You ain't helping me.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'll fire a motherfucker. Real easy, though. You know, no hard feelings. I wasn't never a nigga that held onto a bitch's clothes and IDs and cell phones. Take all your shit and I'm going to bow out gracefully and let you go on about your business.
Yeah.
I don't got to have it like this. Yeah, I'll fire a bitch, man.
Yeah, because like I remember Iceberg Slim said it in the book. Nigga, I celebrate when the bitch leave me. Nigga, that give me opportunity to replace you with a real bitch.
With a real bitch. Because I can't get a real bitch if I'm fucking with a bullshit bitch.
Yeah, exactly, bitch. You holding up the spot of a real bitch. Get the fuck up out of here.
Exactly.
Like, you slowing my shit down, bitch. You vamoose.
Right.
So like I tell motherfuckers, man, like, nigga, I'm into this shit as it's supposed to be. Niggas trying to say, they changing the game and they doing this shit, nigga. You can't evolve backwards. Niggas is devolving the game.
Right.
So it's like, nigga, I look at this shit like, man, my nigga, like, I miss how it was. And social media it's good and it's bad. Like, I remember when they had, what was that shit, Backpage?
Oh, yeah, Backpage. Yeah, that was a site.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, when they had Backpage and Craigslist, it seemed like, they made it a safe space for a motherfucker to be able to get down and do what they were supposed to be doing. But a lot of niggas wasn't able to evolve when the game evolved. When they bring you all these new tools and shit to play with, motherfuckers wasn't able to evolve with the shit. Niggas should have been able to capitalize and make millions off that shit. But it seems like a lot of niggas wasn't able to do that.
I'm going to say this because this is something that I'm just recently learning. A lot of these niggas ain't intelligent.
No.
A lot of these niggas that got supposed to be giving instructions, they need instructions.
Exactly.
These dudes, I'm looking at them, getting a closer look at them like, you ain't really mentally established yourself to be trying to give somebody else some instructions and guide their life. You need guidance as well.
Exactly.
So when things did evolve, no, they didn't evolve with the times.
Yeah. And see, like, like the thing is, like, I couldn't even say pimping is the new crack game because you had to have a certain level of intelligence to sell crack. It's like the weed game. I looked at weed as like the dummy nigga hustle. You could have been a regular, like, shit, almost like robbing niggas. Nigga, all you need is a gun to rob a nigga. Yeah. Like, it didn't take no intelligence.
No.
So, like I said.
Not even a plan. You need a plan or nothing.
Exactly.
Stick the gun out, ask what you want, and that's it.
Yeah. So, like I said, like with this shit, a lot of these dumbass niggas who get in the game, back in the day, it had to be a level of intelligence for you to even consider yourself a pimp.
Right.
Just like with rapping.
A hoe had a certain respect for herself that she wasn't finna pay any dude.
Exactly.
Any nigga couldn't get her money back in the day.
Exactly.
That was kind of a safe thing for real pimps because they'd be like, man, a respected hoe ain't finna give you her money. She'll laugh at you. She'll see the trick in you. She'll see all the bullshit in you. And she not finna give you her money. Right now, a bitch will just give you some money. Just give it to you.
And a lot of times it's because these hoes is dummies too.
Right.
Because, back in the day, like, a lot of pimps would say, like, man, these bitches manipulate men all motherfucking day. Right. So, of course, you're going to try to manipulate you. So, you got to be intelligent in order to be able to see that shit when the bitch do it.
You got to play chess and not checkers.
Exactly. And a lot of these motherfuckers, bitches and pimps included, is both playing checkers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a big dumbass checker game as opposed to a fucking chess game.
Big
Exactly. Yeah. These motherfuckers playing checkers on the goddamn chessboard, and it's the same board, but it should be a different fucking game. The pimp game at one point was the intelligent game of all of the games in the street. That's why it was the most money in the shit. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't playing the shit right, and that's how the game got fucked up.
Right.
You know, because I'm looking at it like, man, I'm looking at when motherfuckers got this internet and social media, and when Backpage was cracking and Craigslist and all this shit, I'm like, man, motherfuckers gonna make millions off this shit if they understand how to capitalize on it. But you got a lot of these sorry motherfuckers in the game who don't know what the fuck they doing, and that's how the game became so fucked up.
Because a lot of dudes that be pimping, it's two things that they do wrong. They get caught up in pimp world, and then they don't treat it like a business.
Yeah.
This is a business.
Yeah.
You want to keep your product fresh, keep it going out properly, and all that. Just like check your inventory. Everything that would consist of a business, that's pimping is a business.
Yeah.
You handle it. You the boss. These are the employees. You want everything. I used to go to the track, and I would think ahead of time. I'm such a advanced thinker. What could this hole possibly present to me at the track that I can alleviate right now? If you need water, condoms, lotion, flip-flops, heel, whatever you can come up to at the track that you think is going to stump me, I got it already.
Correct.
Without you knowing. Hey, Daddy, I need, here we go. Now do your part. I did my part. My
Precisely.
phone ain't charged. I got a backup charger right here. Backup battery. Anything I think you can come up with, I have it already for you.
Yeah.
You're not going to one-up me.
Exactly.
Do your part.
Yeah. Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
And that's real pimping.
And it really is.
Yeah, you know,
Advanced
like
thinking, yes.
yeah, you know, when you supposed to be thinking 5 steps ahead of the fucking game, just like a chess player. You supposed to be like, okay, what is this rook gonna do? What is this knight over here gonna do? What's this fucking queen gonna do? Everything that you supposed to be doing, I'm supposed to be on that shit. But a lot of these motherfuckers is just like shit, nigga. Motherfuckers is, you know, they gonna fuck the bitch anyway. But it's like, nigga, you supposed to have a bitch to where she's supposed to be able to break a trick.
And a lot of that come from laziness.
Yeah.
A lot of shit is lazy, man. It get to the point where, just say, for instance, a motherfucker just stopped pimping. He had a bitch for so long, some bitches so long, and he not out on the prowl coming up with new product. He got some old product, and then shit go bad.
Yeah.
You know, like having a restaurant. If you got old meat, it's spoiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some of that old meat you done spoiled. You didn't know it, and you been trying to serve it. Now your restaurant shut down.
Exactly.
Now you got to start from the bottom up and try to come anew on your product.
Yeah.
But then you find out you're not good at buying, at acquiring new meat.
Yeah.
I said like that. You don't acquire new meat and fast enough.
Yeah.
You not, because that comes from lack of practicing on conversation, on a bitch, being in the bitch face, knowing a bitch's thoughts. Because a pimp got to know a bitch's thoughts.
Yeah.
You ain't finna just deal with her on a gang of me shit.
Yeah, it's a fucking mental game more than anything else.
That's what it is. You're not finna be successful if you are self-centered, like, it's me, and you thinking that she feel like it's you. To a certain point, it is, but you gotta add some qualities for the female as well.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get it like that.
Yeah, and you gotta learn how to study a bitch. Like, you know, like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, nigga, I want to take a bitch's mind before I take her body.
Got to.
If I don't got your mind, I don't got your body.
The body gonna come regardless. See,
yeah, exactly.
Shift that to the side. We know that that's coming, but I want to fuck your brain first.
Exactly. Because the body's the easy part. Any square nigga out here could fuck your body all day. Any motherfucker out here with a couple of dollars could fuck your body. That shit is nothing. I want your mind. You know, it's just like in the slave days. They said, if I got to put chains on you, you're not my slave.
For real, huh?
So, you know, if exactly. So if I got to do all this stupid ass shit to get you out on the fucking blades, you ain't mine in the first fucking place.
Right.
You know, because like we said earlier, like, bitches, I want you to feel like it's a privilege to fuck with a nigga like me. Right. So I need to be in the motherfucking position to where when you see me, you in awe.
In position and possession. That's the thing. That's some of the keys of the game, inconsistency. But in the position and in the possession, them some of the key plays in the game.
Yeah.
You know,
And see, like I said, man, I'm a student of that motherfucking shit. Like I like to make sure that just, outside of the game in some square shit. Like I'm so on point that I could just look at you and know you already chose. So before I even approach you, I already know this shit is a go.
right,
This ain't a if you choose, it's when you choose.
right.
When I pull up on your ass, once I say hi, I should already know that you done already chose.
Because mentally she already did.
Exactly.
What they call it, 15? Was it 15 second? What is it, Ready?
Which one?
The rule, the female, when they want action at you, like, is it 5 seconds or 15 seconds? In their mind, they already make the decision.
5 seconds.
15
seconds.
15
So
seconds.
basically 15 seconds. Within 15 seconds of seeing you, they know whether or not
They want to fuck with you.
Exactly.
Right. They done summed you up in 15 seconds.
Exactly. And as a motherfucker who got game, you should know that shit once y'all make eye contact. You should know whether or not you've been chosen once you motherfucking make eye contact with her. And me personally, I'm a good ass 97% accurate with my shit. And I feel like 97 ain't enough.
Yeah, but that's a high percentage.
Yeah, because I'm like, nigga, every motherfucking time I'd have been like, oh, okay, for sure. It's a go. Once I say hello, it's time to go. Like, yeah, she mine.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of motherfuckers, they chasing bitches up and down. Hey, baby, hey, excuse me, hey, beautiful. What?
Hey, beautiful. Yeah, that's crazy.
Nigga, you calling yourself a pimp and you getting at a bitch like that? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I done seen motherfuckers literally running behind a bitch.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
And I'm like, nigga, I couldn't imagine.
And like you said, with no indication that she ever wanted to fuck with you.
Exactly.
And quick to scream out of pocket.
Yeah.
Out of pocket. No, nigga, she was in fear of her life.
Exactly. Like, nigga, I got a wild man following me.
Yeah, for real, nigga. I mean, what out of pocket? See, and that's another thing. People say out of pocket is this and that or looking. No, nigga, you might be a murderer.
Exactly.
She looked back to make sure you finna cut her fucking throat.
Yeah.
Out of pocket means she made an intimate look at you. Like, I want you to have it and come and get it. That's out of pocket.
Yeah.
Speaking to you eloquently, that's out of pocket. Letting you know that she desire you, that's out of pocket. A bitch will be like, nigga, get the fuck away from me. Feel like you want to swing and knock me out. That ain't out of pocket. Oh, but you looked. Now y'all retarded. Yeah. Everybody screaming pimp ain't a pimp.
And it's like this. Like I was telling my cousin one day. Nowadays, niggas don't even look like pimps. Niggas, it used to be a look a pimp used to have.
A bitch could look like, okay, there's a pimp. Now, if I keep looking, I know what I'm doing.
Exactly. Niggas out here tennis shoe pimping.
Tennis shoe. And see, all my people partners know I'm a traditional, cliche pimp.
Yeah.
Goddess on the grills, hard bottom down, perm, and, that's me.
Yeah.
That's me naturally. So, yeah, if in my situation that happened, all the elements were there.
Hell yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Bitch, you knew it was a pimp when you saw me.
When you saw me, yeah.
When you saw me, you knew you was looking at a motherfucking pimp.
You gave me once or twice over, scanned everything. This is what it is.
Yeah, so that's a real ass stomp down pimp right there. Like I said, nigga, what that nigga Sugar Free say, nigga, when a hoe see a pimp, she be like, ooh.
Yeah, ooh, yeah. Like what?
Yeah, exactly. Like shit, when you see me, you should be like, ooh, damn.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you should know what's pimping going on when you look in my motherfucking eye. Yeah.
And you didn't get away from me.
Exactly.
That let me know that you interested.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bitch, and when you seen what it was, you should have knew what it was when I came and said hello. So it should be a fucking understanding before we even had this conversation.
Man, let me tell you I don't have a lot of regrets, but I'm going to tell you in the game, the regrets I had was not hollering at my partner's bitches who look like they want to be hollered at.
Yeah.
And on the back end, I have a chance to talk to them. They be like, I didn't think you wanted me because you never said nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I was playing it cool.
So they was soft choosing.
Yeah, they was soft choosing, like, just say something. I'm with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But me trying to keep it clean with my partners and shit, I wasn't trying to be dirty or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the bitch was trying to leave.
Yeah.
And logically thinking, the bitch was going to leave regardless, whether it was me or somebody else. So why not me?
Oh, hell yeah, exactly. Like, shit, nigga, if somebody going to get the money, why not me?
Why not me? I know it's hard for a nigga to stomach.
Yeah.
And it might cause a nigga to vomit. But, that's the way that's from the old Cut right there.
JB said, Cut, what up, bro?
Man.
Shit, tell him come through. I'm in LA, man. Shit. I know you're around here. Tell JB come through.
Man, but hell yeah, man. But it's just one of them things. Like, if you know the bitch gonna bounce anyway,
Right.
You might as well snatch her up. Like, nigga, if you gonna lose the bitch, why not lose her to me?
Well, see, a lot of niggas go into attack mode. And when they find out that a bitch is trying to get away, they use different tactics other than to make adjustments.
Yeah.
In their game, they just try to lock the bitch up.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm finna watch you while you down and, you know, shit like that. They don't really go dig off into their pimping and be like, maybe I should try this way, because you can attack more with sugar than shit anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers keep on shoveling shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that don't work out. They don't logically see that shit is not gonna work for you.
Yeah, and it's like the motherfuckers leaving out that it's by choice and not by force.
By force, right.
You can't force a bitch to hoe for you.
Well, see, they be so far into it at that point, it's like, fuck them rules.
Exactly, yeah.
Fuck that choice and force
like I
and
said,
blah, blah, blah.
that's how the game got fucked up, because too many motherfuckers keep fucking the rules up.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers don't want to play by the rules of the fucking game. If you keep on playing by the rules of the game, even if you lose your last bitch, if you got enough game, you gonna pick another one up quick.
Well, yeah, I got a hell of a catch hand and a turnout hand, so I rely on my pimping. That's why I was telling you, do you really rely on your pimping to, you know, stay in the game, or because you gotta stay consistent with working. Mm-hmm. The worst thing you could do in the game is stop working and feel like you got enough holes and I'm good.
Yeah.
You do the I'm good game, you'll find out you're not as good as you thought you were.
Yeah.
Hoes are really good at leaving you without physically leaving you.
Yeah.
They mentally leave you, and then they'll eventually physically leave you.
Yeah. And it's just like in square relationships. A bitch done dumped you like a year before the relationship is officially over.
And you
can tell when a bitch done mentally bounced out.
Yeah, a lot of shit done changed. Her pattern done changed.
Exactly. And I tell niggas all the time, nigga, once you notice that a bitch done left you mentally, bounce the bitch physically. Tell that bitch to go.
Right.
Let her go ahead and bounce all the way. Bitch, I could tell you ain't here anyway.
Right.
So bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and get the fuck up out of here, bitch. You wasting both of our time.
Right.
You know, so I can go ahead and replace you with a better bitch.
Right now. I don't have to wait for the news.
Exactly. And I tell motherfuckers all the time. Yeah. I tell a bitch all the time, thanks for the opportunity. Thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and replace you with a better one. I ain't even mad at you. I ain't mad at none of my exes. Bye, you know.
Yeah.
It's all good on both ends.
Then get to something else.
Hell yeah, exactly.
Don't waste no more time. This is a dead issue.
Exactly. And you're going to be mad when you see the upgrade any motherfucking way. So at the end of the day, I'm going to walk away with a smile on my face.
Because success is the greatest revenge.
Exactly.
I taught myself that. Then I learned it later on. I'm like, okay, I was ahead of the lesson.
Yeah.
Success is the greatest revenge. You know? And I learned that just in hustling.
Yeah. And I tell motherfuckers all the time, nigga, whenever you see two motherfuckers arguing, whoever yelling losing.
Yeah.
Nigga, whoever's the mad motherfucker is the loser in a relationship. Whoever's bitter talking shit on Facebook, obviously you lost.
Except me on Friday night.
That was a long segment right there. The other night. I was like,
man, goddamn.
Hey, but I want to ask you something. The knocking your homies that's pimps. Ho, have you ever seen a situation escalate to somebody getting killed over that? Like pimps killing another pimp over that?
I was threatened. I was threatened by a motherfucker, man, about the bitch. And I was, okay, this is what happened. I was actually sitting next to the bitch while the nigga called from jail. And he was like, and mind you, for the record, I didn't knock him for his bitch. His bitch just chose me. And that's what I was trying to tell my partner was like, she basically made me take her money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it was to the point where I stepped out of my character as a pimp. In spite of you.
Yeah, you was a homie before you was a pimp.
Right. And the bitch was doing everything like, nigga, I'll come knock on your door. I'll do this and that. It was like almost like a threatening to make me pimp her.
The hell yeah.
And accept their money.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to hear it because he was so wrapped up into the bitch. And we ain't cool to that. And he was so wrapped into the bitch, he was like, man, fuck what you talking about. You did this and you was wrong. I'm like, how the fuck first of all, we pimping.
Yeah.
How am I wrong and what's the rules you go by?
Because it's like this. I look at pimping like chess. These is your pieces.
Give me your pieces.
And any motherfucker who really play chess is like, don't fall in love with the queen. Don't fall in love with none of these pieces because they could all go. The only piece you're supposed to protect is the king. And you the fucking king when you pimping.
Right.
So any of these bitches, they all pawns.
Yep.
Shit. So, to me, a queen ain't nothing but a fancy pawn. So it ain't no bitch I can't afford to lose.
And the dude told her, he said, I'm going to quote him. He said, you gonna make me kill my closest friend.
God damn.
And he said that from the heart because of how he felt about her.
Yeah.
And he knew I was supporting him, and I want to see him win.
Mm-hmm.
But his bitch didn't have the same feeling for him as I did. I want to see you win.
Yeah.
She didn't too much give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was like, well, I'm gonna have to get him out the way. And he meant it because I could tell it was to the point where maybe he looked back and reflected on our history and was like, I ain't gonna kill him, but I'm not gonna fuck with him.
Yeah.
But he still got the bitch.
And he still got the bitch to this day?
To this day.
Oh, because I'm like, damn, if the bitch was gonna bounce, the bitch was gonna bounce any
the shit
fucking way.
happened 2012.
Yeah, nigga, I couldn't.
That's almost 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like you can't fall in love with no bitch if you really consider yourself a pimp.
Right.
Like, nigga, if you a pimp,
Even
nigga, these bitches is just...
And I understand the part about a hoe doing for you to the point where you do desire him. You do feel solid and locked into him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this bitch is down for me. I do love this bitch because she's taking a life chance on me. It's a lot of stuff to come into play, but one time I told my sister, because, you know, I had some hoes close to home. Even my auntie, rest in peace. And I was like, this hoe is here, and it seemed like family, but this is still a hoe.
Yeah.
She can do a decision, a change real quick, and everything will change. I don't get wrapped up to the point where I feel like I had you so long, and I feel so close to you that all the rules of the game don't apply to you no more.
Yeah.
They still apply. You can still make a decision. You wake up and just, I'm done fucking with you and do and go.
Yeah.
But, you know, as a man, we do get to the point where we feel like she with me forever.
Yeah, you live basically regular human emotions.
Right.
As opposed to the emotions of a pimp, which is you supposed to be 99% logic, if not 100% logic,
right,
and 0% emotion. You're supposed to separate emotion from your fucking game. Yeah. But a lot of motherfuckers, it's just natural when this bitch done been with me a whole ass decade.
Now, see, what I did, I developed a defense mechanism for myself was, I done dug holes before.
Man.
I done dug a hole, got past her, got a new one. I dug that hole, got past her when time was bad, and got a new one. So I said, this is something that's going to reoccur eventually.
Yeah.
That was my defense mechanism. I'm not so locked in on this one particular hole to where I can't get past her.
Yeah, like I remember a old nigga told me one day, the best thing that could ever happen to a pimp is losing your first bitch.
Yeah.
Because now you know that you can handle that. You done took your little bump on the head. Now you knock another one, and when the shit happened again, it don't affect you. That first one hurt like a motherfucker. You like, God damn, nigga,
like
my career
shot of hot yak on the first one.
Exactly.
It's burning like a motherfucker.
That shit put hair on your motherfucking chest and make a man out of you. And then you move on from there.
Right.
And it's like shit like that. You know, again, I apply that shit to real life. The best thing that could happen to you is to become tested. That was my last episode. You ain't shit until a test hit you. You don't know how strong your house is until a storm hit the motherfucker.
Right. I kind of remember, it's been a long time, but the first hoe I actually had that paid me, a dude out the neighborhood had got up on her. And she was mad because I had demoted her from bottom bitch and I promoted somebody to bottom bitch. And he got up on my, the bitch that got demoted.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me that he had got up on her and got her number and had an interview with the bitch, but somebody else told me. And I was like, and I asked him, I was like, did you get up on her?
Yeah.
He had to keep it 100 with me. He was like, no, I didn't. But, lo and behold.
Yeah, did some sucker shit.
Next day or two, the bitch was gone. And I was like, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm straight laced.
Yeah.
Me, I'm straight to the book. Nigga be like, I used to be told, you too to the book.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna sound like everything about the game, but it was there for a reason.
Yeah, and it's just like any game.
Right.
If you stick to the fundamentals, you'll be good at the game.
Right.
That's why they said Michael Jordan was so good, because he was the most fundamentally sound motherfucker on the court at all times. So if you in the pimp game and you got all the fundamentals and you stick to the fucking rules as they are written,
right,
you'll be successful in all situations.
Right. Like another situation. A nigga bitch jumped in the car with me. She was a bad bitch. She didn't have no money. By the rules, I got to down her, give him action back at her until I get a fee.
Yeah, bring your choosing fee.
You got to have a fee.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drop her back down where the nigga was because he wasn't as pimping as I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was on this emotional shit.
Yeah.
But me trying to be fair to the rules, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna down your bitch back down because she might be mad at you or whatever, but I didn't get no money out of her. So I downed her. He was like, man, you a real motherfucker for that. It wasn't really beneficial for me, but I could have pimped the situation out differently. Like if the shoe was on the other foot, I'm quite sure it wouldn't have went like it did.
Yeah, hell no.
No, if
I try to snatch her on up.
Yeah, my bitch, he'd have hit the freeway with the bitch.
Yeah, and it's what level in the pimp game are you?
Right.
Because a new pimp would have been like, shit, hell yeah, nigga. This a bitch.
Young, excited nigga. Yeah, they want to be on and in.
Yeah, overzealous.
Yeah, fuck that bullshit.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you really got game like that, to let the small fish swim away.
Right.
Like, nigga, I got something better than that. I ain't even tripping off that shit right there. Even if you do want the motherfucker, it's just some situation that you just gonna have to let slide. You can't put out all the small fires.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, like, looking at a situation like that, I'm like, shit, you did the right thing. Because a lot of motherfuckers just in pimping in general, like, I'll be looking at the way motherfuckers getting down. I'm just like, God damn. Watered down. And part of it is, like I was having a discussion with one of my partners a couple years ago about the shit. A lot of these niggas just pimping off shit they heard in Sugar Free songs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers done seen American Pimp one time, heard some Sugar Free, listened to some Pimpin' Young and said, nigga, I could do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking the whole game up.
And they don't have no instructions.
Yeah.
If you sit around a motherfucker long enough and get a chance to get up on them and just look at how they program go, you'll be like, this nigga don't really have a program at all. He don't have no instructions for a bitch.
Yeah.
It's pretty much get these condoms, call me.
Exactly.
That's all the pimping you got.
Yeah, like
it requires more than that.
Bitch, go get some money and bring it to
Bring it back.
I hope you bring it back.
Yeah.
And some niggas be standing over the bitch.
They don't even have quarters no more.
Yeah.
They just bring some money back. It's like
like $35. I guess that's cool.
Their money equivalent to like the minimum wage.
Yeah.
The glorification of the game is out the window.
Yeah.
It ain't there no more.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, motherfucking niggas ain't pimping ain't in the Missona.
Yeah, right.
Like these niggas is hobby pimping.
It's almost horrible to say pimping nowadays. Like, you a pimp? Like, just the perception of pimping right now, you kind of don't associate yourself with it. If you've been around at a substantial amount of time, you don't want to be considered. Yeah, I'm a pimp. You nigga like, nah.
Yeah.
Then you be like, I'm some ism.
Yeah, cause see, a pimp used to be like damn near almost a compliment. Like,
right, it was.
Pimp, God damn.
Hey, man,
remember shit in the 90s saying I'm a pimp was like some fly shit.
I'd have turned bitches out, and they would tell me shit because they'd turn out. They'd tell me some shit because I said, yeah, I'm some pimping. They'd tell me some shit that they wouldn't tell no regular dude that pulled up, a square dude pull up on.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, they come with their whole stories.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got that if I would have came at them as a square.
Yeah.
They would have kept that to themselves. But that little fantasy of hoeing, or they 1 or 2 times being down or whatever, or a nigga down, whatever, once they find out, they can kind of like relieve themselves.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what? I did this. Okay. Once I got enough of them stories, I'm like, okay, if I don't get these stories no more, it's because I didn't tell them what was up with me.
Yeah.
Because I know them stories lie in a lot of the females. They did.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of shit to know.
Hell yeah. And that's the thing. Like a lot of motherfuckers is, like pimps always say, like trying to explain the game to a motherfucking square is like astrophysics to a fucking wino. Like, nigga, you couldn't even begin to understand what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're oblivious.
Exactly.
To the whole thing.
Yeah. And it's like I understand this shit. It's like when I'm a student of just life in general, sociology, just how motherfuckers get down.
Yeah, people's behavior.
Exactly.
Studying human
beings. And I feel like if you a fucking pimp, you should be too. A motherfucking pimp is a goddamn freelance psychologist. You should be studying the way a motherfucker think, especially a bitch. You should know everything about a bitch. You should know how a bitch is gonna react to certain situations, so you could be able to instruct her properly. Right. Like, you should know how a fresh turnout gonna be her first night on the blade. Like, look, bitch, this the type of shit you're gonna encounter. If this go this way, do this. If this go like this, do this. I know you're gonna be scared. I know this is gonna be like this. Sometimes Trick's gonna be doing this, but this is how you react to this situation. If you send a bitch out there like, all right, bitch, have fun, go hoe, Bring the money back. She gonna be out there goofy as fuck.
Yeah. She gonna have a bad night.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna send a bitch out there
all the wrong
unprepared.
shit that could happen is gonna happen.
Exactly. It's like sending an employee out there on the floor with no training.
Right. I say, bitch, use your gut feeling. If you can kind of feel when something ain't right, don't even do it.
Yeah, use your intuition.
Got to.
You a woman, you got it. It's strong.
Woman's intuition, yeah.
The force is strong in you, like you're a motherfucking Jedi.
And if that don't work, take this pepper spray.
Like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like it's just like anything. Like I said, the pimp game could be applied to anything just in regular life.
Oh yeah.
You know, because like Definitely. I tell motherfuckers, like, you know, just like when you send a fresh turnout, it's just like sending a motherfucker to go flip hamburgers. You ain't gonna tell them, all right, man, go flip hamburgers.
No.
Like, no, nigga, you do it like this, nigga. When it become this color, then you flip the motherfucker over. You do this amount of time, and you do it like this. Just like when you sending a bitch. Look, bitch, you do it like this. This is how you do it. This is where you going. This is how much I expect. Right. Because that's another thing. Bitch, this is the quota.
That's the quota.
Don't come back without it.
And that shows you that you're not hoeing in vain when I give you a quota.
Exactly.
Because it could be a freelance number that you come back with. But when I be like, you have this projected number right here, that give you something to aim for and shoot for. It make the whole feel more important too.
Exactly.
She got something to come back with and she's trying to aim at a certain number. She feel like she's accomplished.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like when you send a basketball player out, like these the type of numbers that you should be getting. This is what all the motherfuckers is getting.
This your average.
Yeah, exactly. You trying to be rookie of the year, right? You gonna have to meet this motherfucking number. You want to reach this goal? Any motherfucker's more motivated when they got a goal to shoot for. You know, if I put the fucking basket in front of you, then you know what to shoot for. But if not, bitch, you just dribbling around the fucking court, wasting time.
Throwing random shots.
Exactly. You just throwing the motherfucker in the air. Like, fuck it, I ain't got shit to do.
If it go in, if it don't, it
don't. You out there not giving a fuck. And I don't want you out there not giving a fuck. I want you out there motivated.
You gotta have a purpose.
Exactly. Like, you know, you got to be trying to help the team win. Right. But if you just sending a motherfucker out there, and again, like it's pimps out there with no rule book. These niggas ain't got no plays neither. You trying to coach and you just like, all right, bitch, here go the ball, have fun.
And they just getting the money and they just doing some willy-nilly shit with it. They don't have nothing to show the bitch like, cause we always say, bitch, follow your money. And where your money going? You know, that shit niggas slap on a bitch on the track, you know. Bitch, where your money going? You don't see, your money go to a trash can. Yeah. You can't see where your money went.
Exactly.
Everything you got that you done brought in, that shit is trash. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
You don't see nothing happening with your money. That'll make the bitch be like, damn, this nigga's right. Now, you know, bitch ain't supposed to be listening to a nigga, but how you gonna close your ears unless you put some shit inside them?
Yeah.
So that shit sit with your hoe all night. She
Mm-hmm.
ain't seen where her money been going. She ain't been getting nothing about the deal. What the fuck is going on? You know, that causes rupture in your household.
Yeah. And if your pimping ain't tight, then that opens your bitch up for being knocked.
Right. See, that's why I try to alleviate anything that a nigga could say to a bitch. I learned early on. A nigga told my first bitch, and at this time they was wearing these long sweaters, like a 3/4 length sweater. All the hoes had these sweaters, man, tan, black, gray. They all had these sweaters with the little old tie around thing on fig and shit. And the bitch came back to me and said, Daddy, motherfucker said to me, why I ain't got no sweater and I'm out here cold? And I was like, damn, okay. I see motherfuckers, you know, they shoot below the belt. Let me make sure a nigga can't say nothing to my bitch that would make me fuck up my household. You know what I'm saying? Let me correct everything, any blemish that motherfucker say, from the wig to the heel. I want everything to look right. Nails, because you know what, nigga? That's what he supposed to do, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. You look good, you perform well.
You perform well, yeah. You know, if it smell good, it sell good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
back to the cut. Yeah, man. So I'm picking up on what the host saying, because this is my first bitch, you know. This is my first bitch. And I'm listening to what she's saying, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be mindful of what she's saying, and I'm going to correct all these mistakes. Because I don't want a bitch or a nigga to be able to use that on her mind. You know what I'm saying? That fucks with my money.
Yeah.
She can't focus no more for the rest of the night because she thinking about what she don't have. He done said it. He done sent this bitch to go. The game is mental.
Yeah.
I done been riding with pimps, man. And I'm quite sure, and I'm going to say, I don't know for a fact, but I'm quite sure I done been with niggas who was sending a bitch at my bitch.
Hell yeah.
Because I done seen them send a bitch at my partner's bitch while we was riding, and I'm like, okay, this nigga's real slick.
Yeah.
He doing his job, though. I can't take it personally.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't take it personally. I'm saying it's up on the bitch and me to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
If possible. You know what I'm saying? But he doing his job.
Yeah. Cause you can't get mad at a pimp for pimping.
Right.
You know, you can't mix friendship with pimping, just like you can't mix loving a bitch with pimping.
They say when a pimping begin, the friendship end.
Exactly.
Hey, you don't hear that no more. When a pimping begin, the friendship end. And I done seen pimps' childhood friends shoot each other. Glad my situation never got to that far, but some guys take it with a grain of salt, and some guys take it as the other guy's fault.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, motherfuckers, you know, like motherfuckers be out here pimping with their heart and not with their mind.
Yeah. They were some good boyfriends.
Yeah, exactly.
They were excellent boyfriends, but not good for the pimp game. Man.
Yeah. And you know, like I said, that's the reason I never fell off into the pimp game, because I know it's a lot of shit about me that was gonna fuck me up in the long run to be in the pimp. Because I just know how I get down as a person. I knew that if I did it, I could do it well because I'm good at following rules. I enjoy structure. I like to I like to play the game the way the game is supposed to be played. Right. But I just knew that personally, the shit that I wanted in my life, which is a wife, kids, all that type of shit, the game was gonna fuck that up for me.
Yeah,
and definitely. I knew that if I got to a certain level in the game, I wasn't never gonna get none of that shit. Or if anything, I was gonna be 55 motherfucking years old before I jumped out the game. I won't say you would never get it, but it'll come later on. Exactly, and it was gonna come later than I wanted it. Shit, my shit already came late than the motherfucker. I ain't had my first son until I was 28 fucking years old. That's a lot of motherfuckers be 19, 20 when they had their first kid. I was 20
when I had my first kid.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. I was 28 when I had my first one and 30 when I had my second. I was married. You know, I had a plan for my life, and pimping was gonna fuck that up. Because I knew if I got in the game, I was gonna fall in love with the motherfucking game. I fell in love with the shit just watching the movie. So I knew, nigga, if I get in this shit, I'm gonna be so cold at this motherfucking shit. It's motherfuckers gonna hate me out here.
The game might have changed your perception of marriage if you got in.
Most likely,
yeah.
Just because of how I hear pimps talk about square bitches, I probably would have had a disdain for square bitches. So I probably would have never got married because I'm like, I could never marry a square bitch because I just like the way that gamed up motherfuckers talk. So of course, the type of bitch that I'm gonna want to have with me as a life partner gonna be a bitch who got that type of game.
Right.
So I wouldn't even have been able to marry a motherfucking square. So I was like, nigga, let me not even put my foot in this motherfucker because I'm not going to be one foot in, one foot out. Exactly.
Yeah, you'd married your bottom bitch.
Exactly.
But like, she would have known you too anyway.
Yeah.
And she'd have been devoted so much of her life to you that you'd have felt like, yeah, I feel obligated to marry her anyway.
Exactly.
You know.
Do that happen a lot? Niggas marrying their bottom bitch like at the end game? Or every blue moon?
Every blue moon. I ain't gonna say as much as you would think it was. They have kids by them.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of bitches go bad, too. Because, I mean, a woman is fragile.
Yeah.
So, just say, for instance, you had her for a long time. But something happened to where y'all had some differences. She might go give another motherfucker some money. That'll fuck up that relationship. Yeah. But she's still with you.
It's like cheating on you.
Yeah, that's cheating. You give a nigga some money. See, in the pimp game, giving niggas some money is cheating, not no pussy.
Yeah.
But giving niggas some money is cheating because you went outside the household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's bad. So when shit like that kind of happen, it kind of blemishes y'all relationship. You know? So, no, you might not marry her.
Yeah.
You probably gonna look for somebody that's more compatible for you.
Yeah, exactly. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I decided to get, you know, married and all that shit, that's what put me out of the game. Because I was like, I know I'm a motherfucker who ain't got no kids. I want a woman who ain't been touched.
Right.
You know, I want a motherfucker that's going to be a certain way. But I know if I get in the game, I'm going to look at women like that in a whole different fucking light. Just from listening to Sugar Free and listening to other pimps and how they talk about square bitches. Like, man, I can't fuck with a bitch who ain't got no game.
Right.
But, you know, we're going to go ahead and drop the microphone on that shit. You know, I know a lot of motherfuckers probably going to listen to this episode like, I don't understand anything these niggas is talking about.
Straight lace with no chase.
Man, I'm telling you, it's going to be like we was talking Swahili up in this motherfucker. But this is your host, Young Dolemite, here with the super producer, being ready.
Yes, sir.
And my special guest.
No Cut the Pimp.
And we're going to get back at you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. You know, if you want to support us financially, it's patreon.com/townhouse media. You know, and again, this has been your host. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.